Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure. Today we've started out by joining this rather magnificent brand new Skoda tram that is kicking around the outskirts of San Bernardino, hopefully taking passengers to an airport where there are no planes. I've done a little bit of tidying up since I left you last time around. There were a couple of things that needed dealing with. We had broken routes all over the place. We had trucks driving on a commuter route. You can't have that. And I've paid the loan off entirely. I left you in 2014. It's now 2019. Yeah, apologies for the extended delay, but I felt it was worthwhile getting to a point where I could actually progress, or rather than have you hanging around. So yes, not an awful lot has happened. I've built a couple of bridges, as is my way, and today we're going to fling a lot of heavy machinery up the brand new passenger route that extends across the whole of the West Coast. San Bernardino, as you can see, look at the number of cranes here. This is a town on the move, a town going places, and pretty soon it's going to be going even further than it ever has before. Right, so the first decision we have to make is what to do with this aging warrior. It is ancient, for starters. It's also steam, which in 2019, that's something of a legacy item. Now, if I had the option just to give it a bit of a polish up and, ferry some tourists around somewhere, that would be something that I might consider. But no, that's not possible. So a couple of people suggested, what about just parking it up somewhere? So that it looks glorious, and I think that's a tremendous idea. The question is, where am I going to build effectively a route to nowhere? San Bernardino is interesting enough. Actually, San Bernardino might do the trick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll stick it here. So what I want is, if I don't see. This whole area of the map is one that really likes to give me value for money when it comes to having a scrap over curvature and terraining alignments and the like. Except it's decided to comply straight away. Here we go. Now, if I can get this down the side of the station. Go on. It'll do it. Turn the snap off. Get to about there, because what I'd quite like... Hold on, this isn't going to work. Or is it going to work? There is just the slightest chance that the train is too long for this branch that I'm trying to put it on. Let's get it as far as I can this way. That's doable, I think. Maybe with a little bit more here. I should think that'll fit on there. Okay, so the idea is once it does its next loop, I'll change its route onto a brand new one. And although saying that, you can't get it onto a route with no destination, can you? No, there's nowhere for it to go here. I'd have to put a temporary. And you definitely can't cross over that. I know the game's not going to allow that. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, no, we need a rethink because it does need somewhere to go. So I could. You're all yelling. Why not just build a third platform? And I'm thinking what I might do is build a third platform. Yeah. You see, you hadn't thought of that. There we go. Platform 3. How's that going to work? Well, it doesn't seem to want to be too annoyed by it, so let's do that. We have to... Given that we're going to run electrics down here, quite probably, we don't have any choice but to electrify the thing. Now just, that hookup that I had before, use that. That looks promising. There we go. Right, and then we'll stick a Swifty waypoint on there, and then we'll set up a route which will go from here Santa Rosa to, by way of San Bernardino Waypoint 1 to the airport. Excellent. And once it gets there, I shall shut it off. This is the steam retirement line. And we'll just continue to pay for the thing, waiting in the sidelines for that moment when all other means of propulsion fail, and you know, the apocalypse is upon us, and the only way to get from anywhere to anywhere is by steam train. I think this will work. I've hardly left you with the most riveting of screens there, have I? Where are we? Come on there, slow coach. Let's rock. Get up there. Get up there. Get up. Get on up. There we are. Right. That one. Right. Now, you come out. And then we'll set line as soon as you're ready. Pick up passengers. Don't pick up passengers. I don't really mind. And steam retirement line. And because we don't want to hang around all day, let's just get that in there, and then we'll turn it off. So I'll leave it with a valid line. I mean, I could leave it pottering away between Santa Rosa and the airport, but I kind of have a plan for that already. So come on, all the way down here, all the way. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. There we go. Right. And right there. Okay, it also has 2 passengers on board. Let's see how long they decide to stay there. One handsomely retired steam train. Okay, right. Well, in that case, there is no hanging around to be done. Let us set up our brand new... no, actually, I'm going to set up the new airport shuttle first. And you know, this could work. Where are we? SNR, no. San Bernardino, SNB to Santa Rosa, to Santa Rosa Airport. So this is a stopping service between that one and this one. And this one. Now, I don't think it's going to be the busiest line ever conceived, but you see, it's also you know it's being difficult. It's almost there. I need some signals here to help me out. Stick one on that one. Well, it's changed its mind entirely. Okay, so out of San Bernardino, we're going to add the station of this signal. See, there you go, clever. That's the job. I'm also going to add another signal which may seem curious. In fact, may seem downright odd. I think we'll stick it here. Do I want to stick it there? I don't think that's a great idea, is it? No, that's just going to block everything. In fact, there is nowhere good that I can stick a signal there that won't block a junction in some fashion. Okay, well, what else have you got? What else have I got? Oh, I put one there. Because obviously this route so far has not actually needed signals because I've only been running one train on it. So it's just been able to, you know, quite happily wend its way up and down and keep itself amused. Now, they shouldn't ever bunch up that. Actually, they might bunch up that much because I'm going to be running 2 routes down this section of track. Where's the next one? Next one's there. That should be okay. Although, how long's the tunnel? The tunnel's long enough that we might want to space stuff through it. Put one there. That should do the trick. And then, yeah, okay, we'll keep it going into this platform here. We'll have the main line, such as it is, and it's going to be an extension of the West Coast. We'll have that running down the other side. But I think I might retire the trains that are on the West Coast already. And I know it's pretty exciting. Let's buy a train and and put an all new consist on there. Exactly what I haven't thought through in the slightest. We'll figure that out. Yeah, yes, it is going to be a Metroliner. Default colours? No, surely not. Santa Rosa, San Bernardino Airport. There we go. And we'll set it to some kind of... let's set it to a really aggressive turquoisey kind of a deal. There we go. Splendid. I mean, we don't really need to focus on a launching Metroliner. After all, we've all seen them enough times. But that should do the job nicely. Right, so that's not going to be the most profitable of services, simply because the demand for the airport isn't... Hold on. The demand for the airport is enormous, but that's not going to be the busiest of services until I've actually got the airport running. But it's just going to do a nice kind of 3-hop, and I've missed a stop out. You see, you thought I'd miss it, but I didn't. I did, but I haven't. Where are I? Santa Rosa... At a station, back to the Flughafen, which is wrong in 2 languages. Yeah, you can't beat that. There we go. And the goal is that this becomes some sort of transportation hub. I know. There's a goal. Right. Let's stop mucking about with. Let's just make sure it's going where I want it to. So this is where it causes mayhem by overlapping the main line. And I still have this extra route here that I don't know what I'm going to do with, because I don't think it's possible to actually get it anywhere from here. But we'll worry about that presently. Go on. There we are. Splendid. What are you chaps all waiting for? You're waiting for a train line that doesn't exist anymore. Well, I'm sure you'll come to that shocking realisation that the one you left was the replacement for that service in your own time. Right, the main line right now actually is running a pretty handsome train. Maybe we do stick with this one. It's also making me enormous amounts of money, and I'm about to stop it doing that. Excellent. But hey, we're okay with that. That's fine. This is all part of the grand objective. The question is, do I tinker with the line while they're on it? Or do I create a new line and then transfer them? I think I tinker with the line while they're on it. Okay. First off, this brown, not so much. Let's go for something that's going to show up. I'm going to use I'm in a turquoise kind of a mood. I didn't really want to close that down. This one, thank you. Right. Turquoise kind of mood. Okay, Independence. Alright, here we go. This is going to be exciting. Perhaps pausing? Perhaps pausing would be a good idea? Yeah, pausing is for the weak. Right, Waterbury. Yeah, that's not right for starters, but it will do that because there are no points with which it may change its route, change line, so it's going to go up and down on the same direction. But then we get to the good stuff. Here we go. And we won't stop at the airport. The whole idea is they transfer onto the branch at that point, and then out to Santa Rosa. Right? And then, because I forget all the time, then go to San Bernardino, and then Riverside, and then Tampa, and then this is an enormous route, and then Waterbury, and then Independence, and then Henderson, and then shut up. Right, good, okay, right. So what do we got? 16 stops. So, realistically and indeed reasonably, I could run 16 trains on there, and everyone would be, perfectly happy about it. probably excluding the bank manager, whose patience may be tested, who finally, is able to tell the board, look, all that time I was lending him money and we always knew he'd pay it off. Yeah, let's put signals everywhere. And lo, I have paid it off, but lo, I am about to take it out again. Let's have him stop on the bridge for no good reason. So the endless debate with regards to trains auto-spacing, and that's what signals do. Well, that's not trains auto-spacing in the slightest. That is carefully crafted, curated, positioned signals spacing the trains out. It's me choosing where the trains will wait for the next opportunity to move on. Right, Tampa is not going to make me any money at all until I put an in-town service on there. Equally, I've probably just bust the West Coast Mainline by dropping its frequency to, nothing. So I want to fire some trains up there, like, pronto. The question is, what is the train? Now, if we look at what are we running on here? We're running a General Electric, which can handle 160. It's not very fast. And then how many of those have I got on there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make it cheap, why don't you? Wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't buy any of them. Haven't got the cash. Oh, bank manager. You and I are about to have a tete-a-tete. Right, let's keep it going. Let's crank it up a smidge. There's one. Hooray! Any more? Yep, there's another one. That's 2. That's enough for 3. Yeah, okay, right. We're gonna have to do this the old school way. Right, now, this is not only going to, what's that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there we go. Yeah, this is not only going to hurt in terms of the thing that it's going to hurt, initial cost, it's also going to completely wreck the amount of money I've got coming in for a while. What might have been the more sensible thing to do, but hey, I've already committed, would be, yeah, how many more are these going to buy? That's 4. Okay, well, let's see how we go. West Coast Mainline. Right, okay, so, the ability, I need a button that will allow me to borrow a little bit more than £500,000 at a time. Just saying. Let's max it out and see if I can't get another one. Clone it. Not enough cash. Nuts. How much cash do I need? Right, we've got 21.5. Is that enough? Nope. There we go, we just picked up 13 passengers and it's heading to Riverside. Come on, I want one more and then I can relax. 22, is that? No, 22 is not enough. Come on, cash. Come on. I mean, over time, this will make gangbusters money. But that's over time. It is not, in fact, now. Oh, this could be the route too far, This could be the one that really does mess it all up. Let's make this a nicer colour. In fact, given that this is my main artery now, we're gonna paint it orange. Right. Okay. I'm not helping myself by keeping these guys hung around. Off you go. West Coast Mainline. So why have you not adopted the livery immediately? That seems to be a lot of trains all coming up in the same place at once. This is just a little bit perplexing. You're heading to San Bernardino. You are? Really? Okay. 23 passengers in San Bernardino. Apologies, I'm studying everything. Why are you waiting for a free path? What's going on here? Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's a terrible bit of track lane. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I want to get the last two on this route as swiftly as possible, because I haven't got a prayer of making any cash back if I don't. And in fact, being a completely in debt at this point could actually be a disaster, because I won't have the cash to set up commuter routes in my new towns, which will mean that the new towns won't actually start to develop properly. Yeah, making 40 grand is nothing to smile about there, friend. You've got 264 capacity for good reason. Right, let's kill that one off. It's not helping me. Let's set the colour on this. I'm over the orange. I'm not interested. Let's go for this, really quite exciting red. And what I want to do is I want to find the end of the train. The end of the train chain. Because what will have happened... I think we can look away for a moment. Look at this. Look at this. This is, just a profit flipping heck. One may very well need more train here. You've got 203 waiting. Don't get distracted. You're on a mission. 203 waiting, and yeah, you need more train. Okay, well you can't afford more train. So live with it. Yeah, okay. So when we expanded the West Coast Line, they were quite happily, bimbling up and down this section, Flint to Henderson. Well, actually, Flint to Independence. And so now they've all pushed forward. So it's like they're concentrated in the lower sections of the track. Lower section of the track, lower section of the route, I guess. So what I want to do is I want to find the end of this section of trains so that I can add each new train to the kind of the back of that after they've spaced out just a little bit. Yeah. Oh, you see, the red was a really good call. That looks tremendous. Even if it might look a little odd with the double decker, actually now it looks completely natural. Right, what have we got going on here? SNB, SNR, right. We ought to tell those people that train is never going to come, and then maybe they'll choose to get on a different one. There we are. Right, have I got another one inbound? What are you? You're the stopping service. So I don't have another one inbound. In which case, let's get you rolling. I mean, I've done myself no favours by having these chaps waiting for so long, but cloning trains is far easier than rebuilding them from scratch. And if there's an easy way to do things, friends, you know that I'm the person to do it easy. Alright, we'll wait for this one to get to Riverside, I think, and then we'll set the next one in motion. There you go, 126, that's a bit more like it. Oh no, hold on, what are you? Are you the airport? Yes, you are. Right, okay. Fine. Alright, on your guard. Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Go! And then we'll do the same with the last one, and that should, in theory, space them out enough that it works. Now, after that's in motion, what I need to do is make some cash. What do you always need to do, Sunshine? Yes, I need to make some cash. Where's that train gone? Has it fled the scene already? Where has that train gone? Where are you? You've taken a very curious route. Right, you're in San Bernardino. That's good. Yep, 50 some odd passengers. I like that. And then when you hit Riverside, we shall propel you ever forwards. Good. Right. Yes. Okay. So yeah, what I need to do next is I need to pay down all of this excess. Actually, we're making money. That's something that comes as no small amount of relief. But the thing that concerns me is the old part of the old section of the West Coast line. You know what? I'm going to pay this while I can. There we go. Yeah, is the old section of the West Coast line. Had a bunch of passengers waiting. Now they're not going to go anywhere until they're picked up and moved on. But will they be replenished with quite the same fervour when the frequency of the train service isn't as high? Signs point to probably not. But that I can make profit on an annual basis now is actually very, very helpful. Okay, so we'll I think I'll look at the weakest link on this route and get that rolling to start with. Right, you should have been in motion a couple of minutes ago, so trot on. There we go. Right, so we've now got everything running up there. We'll slow it down again a little. I'll have to speed it up again a little in a minute. Right, set colour to magnificent red. Finances. Made 10 million last year. It's gonna struggle, I think, initially. So we have the choice of Tampa. Now Tampa is is easily the most spread out of the towns on this route. Could do something quite exciting with this bit of road that it started building by itself. Could possibly run it down by the side of the river, which might be nice. But as you can see, there's nothing really within walking distance of the station, and that's always going to hold it back. We passed over Riverside, but to be honest, Riverside is a nice centralised town. So if we look at the catchment there, as you can see, pretty much the entire town is within the catchment radius of the station, which is probably why there's actually some people waiting for it. And here comes one of our friends now. There we go. Okay, so Riverside is not the weakest link. That's a terrific looking train. I think it's going to be Tampa. I think it has to be. Although saying that, Waterbury doesn't look much better. Yeah, Waterbury, again, covering quite a significant distance. If and when this line develops, the happy-go-lucky AI will quite happily, go-luckily, populate the other side of the train station. There you are. That's the thing. And that should, neither here nor there, that will make a big difference to the use of the station. Right, I've got 3 million quid. Let's slow it right down. It's the start of the month. That's 7 million quid. Let's slow it right down, and we'll build a commuter route in Waterbury. In fact, I've got enough to do it twice if I pause, like a cheeky pausey guy. Right, bus station. Oh no, you see, why did I have to have that thought? The thought in question, friends, being, well, maybe now's the time to do an incredibly profitable tram service. No such thing. That's an oxymoron, chums. Incredibly profitable and tram service, not the same thing. I'm even going to push it. I mean, I'm going to push it out over here. I bet I told that not to bother having tram lines, didn't I? Yep, give it everything. We'll try it. We will. We will tram up here in wherever the hell I am. Waterbury, presumably. Right. I want the. Do I want the spanner tool? I do want the spanner tool. Tramway with electrification. I would say catenary, but I don't like the pronunciation of it. Which, that might seem weird, but it's important. All right, hold on. Let's put a bit of electric tram track on there as well. Like that. See, that's a route that's just begging to be integrated to something. In fact, you know what? I might make this a straight up, straight down, and we'll stop in enough places that hopefully a few people get the idea. Now, I know that some of you like to invest inordinate amounts of time in making sure that all of your commuter routes are flawless in every way. I'm not that guy. Okay, right, good. So we'll go from there, and then we'll stop. I think we'll take a stop that probably won't be that popular, which is there. Okay, next one needs to be sort of here-ish. Right, then we swing it around the corner, staying on the right, because that's the side of the road people drive on over here. Stick one there. We'll get another one there for when we get a bit of town expansion. Right, and also we'll do a bit of town expansion for ourselves. Road, I don't want any. No, don't need any of it. Let's do a bit of that. Because that should mean that the stop I just placed also catches. See, it does. See, I know almost two things. Then we will continue down here on the right. I know it's left as we look at it now, but I'm thinking inverted. There we go. And that should do the trick, right? That's about as splendid a tram setup as one could realistically hope to accomplish in this kind of whatever. Right, okay, upgrade there, thank you, and then we'll stick the depot just outside town. Come on, whiz it round. There we go, 1 times depot. Right, you buy me some tram. You are 353 grand a throw. That's not cheap. You, however, are... Now, hold on. Let's look at running costs. 58. So that's like 50% over a Toronto. Right, we're going to go with a Toronto doohickey here. We're going to place it an uninspiring brown. We'll have 3 because I'm feeling incredibly optimistic. Okay, stone me. This is actually the second tram line that I've actually set up. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody happy? Everybody appears to be happy. Just want to make sure you're not doing any kind of far-fetched looping around the other way. Now, the other thing I could do is I could have it going the other way around town as well. Do you want that kind of trouble? Yeah, let's buy another one. Let's have another one of those. There we are. Right, and we'll have 2 going in each direction. So this is going to be wherever I am. What? Clockwise. Right, and then I'm pretty certain that that's going to be completely against my standard naming conventions here, but no matter. 4, 3, 2. That's already on there. Should have 6. You have got 6. Okay, cool. And this one's going to be what? Anti-clock. What? Anti-clock. Good. Right, you. Yeah, yes, you. Now, I want you to go make me a bunch of cash. What? Clockwise. You. Guess what? Clockwise. You have a wild anti-clock. And you. Anti-clock. There you go, tram aficionados. I have trammed you. You are trammed, therefore you are, and I really hope it pays off. Otherwise, my gloating's going to be unbearable. Right, okay, over to wherever the heck this is, Tampa. Now, Tampa also needs a robust passenger solution. So let's solve this in a robust... Look, I just want a bit of road that steady, that kind of links onto there. Because otherwise, how am I going to get Johnny AI... There we are. Building homes by the river. Good. Right, so this one, we'll go far more straightforward with this. We'll just put regular stops in there. So if you're driving on the right, you want... No, actually, we'll take this one out on an anti-clockwise jaunt. Actually, the road layout here is baffling. Let's get that as number 2. The road layout is actually insane. Never mind baffling. This is a completely mad little town. It's like everybody who lives here wants to stay as far away from everybody else as possible. We'll put one there just in case. Right. Okay. Yeah. What a strange place. 10th, 6th. Yeah. Whatever. Elm. Hickory, as you do, and 5th. Good. So this is Tam Commuter. I'm not going to mess around having an anti-clockwise on this one. Well, because that is anti-clockwise. I'm not going to mess around having any other routes. We'll just go with the traditional. It does enough. That's the thing. It does enough to make this kind of setup work. Now then, do we give it the right streetcar? I think that's excessive for a town of this size. I think we'll go back to the good old traditional Chevy, which only cost me 35 grand a year. No, let's put a new flyer on it, at least. And let's go kind of a subdued blue. Right, how many do we want? 1, 2, 3. 3. 3 feels good. Set line Tampa, please. Commuter. There we are. All right, good. Right, so that's that set up. Waterbury, no, Riverside needs a solution at some point, but not today, because it is working. Right, unpause. Let's watch our trams rolling out for the first time. There we go. Cheapy trams. They look rather sporty in this kind of cappuccino brown. However you wish to describe it. But if they can just pull in a few more punters to the station here, and admittedly I've made it difficult for myself by having the last stop on the quote-unquote wrong side of the station. I don't know. Will it pay off? Will we get passenger 1? I'm almost tempted to sit here until such a time as we find out if it's going to get any passengers. Yeah, here comes one of the big beasts. Well, we've got 100 on there. Okay, 100's okay. Let's pay down as much as we can. The more I can pay down, the less the interest. The less the interest, the better we get back into shape again, because I'm paying $1.5 million out a year for effectively nothing. And we don't want that. Now, we made 96 million last year, which is quite nice. I'd like to make the same again this year, if possible. If I could make 100 million, well, I would be happier. No, we could sit here all day and wait for this to be profitable, and I don't think it's going to happen. Well, not even profitable. Wait for someone to decide they want to ride the train here. Equally, I'm just going to sit here, rapid-firing the repay button every time a train comes in. Now, that means I have to have a little bit longer wait at the end of a month after, all the costs are settled. But, the upshot is that we'll get below that 1 million mark relatively quickly. Or one would hope so. And why don't you tune in? Passengers are waiting. Why don't you tune in next time to see how that goes? We're not quite done with this series. A lot of people are forecasting the end of the series here. I mean, it is 2024 now. But we're not. No, I've got a couple more things I still want to accomplish. I want a second goods route setup. That's number one. I want to complete the redevelopment of the original goods setup so that what? Well, so that that the stone setup is kind of jiggled around with. That's one. The second goods route is number two, and number three, aircraft. I want them to pay off. Now, this may or may not involve another passenger line or two, but you know, those are not insignificant projects. We've got people waiting to go in both directions. Yeah, that says to me I've got this almost figured out. Anyway, thanks very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Please throw a like at this one. We've got, I figure, 10, 12 episodes to go in this series before we start afresh in custom land, because that's where we're going, the land of custom behaviour. Throw a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will be back very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.